But yeah, very good fudge. Melt in your mouth. So I was inquiring to my neighbor about an easy chocolate fudge recipe, and she gave me one. This is called a Silver Bell fudge, and then I'm actually using half of this because I'm gonna make half with pecans and half without pecans. So this is the one I'm gonna do first. Is going to be without pecans. We got 2.5 cups of sugar, 1/8 teaspoon of salt, half a can of evaporated milk, which I measured out. It's about 6 ounces. We got 1 stick of unsalted butter. We're gonna have 8 ounces of Silver Bells. Take the foil off. Half a teaspoon of vanilla, and a half a jar of marshmallow cream, and that's the 7-ounce jar. So that was 91 grams. I actually weighed it out, so I got half here and I left half in the jar. So this is what I'm gonna make. This is gonna be this is all the ingredients for it. And let me get all these separated from the foil, and then I'll show you the next step. So this would actually be a good recipe if you had kids. They could take all the Silver Bells apart. Alrighty, go ahead and get you a nice heavy saucepan. This is my Cuisinart French Classic 5 quart. We're gonna go ahead and add the sugar, the salt, one large can of evaporated milk. This is actually half, because we're making half the recipe. And like I said, this is unsalted butter. And we'll just go ahead and get that heated up, and we're going to bring it to a boil, and we're going to do it for 10 minutes. Okay, the edges of my pan are just starting to boil pretty good, so I think I'm going to go ahead and start my timer, and we're going to do this for 10 minutes on a medium heat. I'm going to keep stirring it. This is the 5-minute mark, and I'm using my spatula, and I'm kind of scraping the sides as we go. I don't want to get no brown bits in there, so that's why I'm doing that. Every minute or so I scrape the sides down. Nothing sticking, so you know, get you a good heavy pot though. That's the key, I think. And we'll just let this continue another 5 minutes. And I went ahead and instead of using that 9x13 pan, I'm gonna use these instead. And I took a marker out and I measured up 1 inch, and I think I'm gonna make it in these because I'm not sure how much it's gonna make, because you want it to be about 1 inch thick. So I'm gonna use those two dishes, and I got the inch mark on inside of them. So that's what I'm gonna use. All right, that's been exactly 10 minutes now. We're gonna go ahead and add the vanilla. I'm gonna go ahead and add the marshmallow cream. And I'm actually add the cream before I add the chocolate to it. I think it'll make it easier for me to get all the cream out my bowl here. Yeah, let me see here. Yeah, try to get most of it off at least, I guess. Then the rest of the cream. That way it won't be much of a mess. If I was to put the chocolate in first, I think it would have made a huge mess. Now we add the chocolate. And we'll just continue to mix this until it's nice and blended and smooth and creamy. And then we're going to remove it from heat and pour it into our butter pan. So I'll see how long this takes. So far we had 11 minutes total. So that's how we look so far. Been about 12.5 minutes right now, and I'm just trying to get everything incorporated where it's one nice color. Right now it looks like a big squirrel. So we'll keep on going. I got my fire on low. And to kind of help it out, I'm gonna get my whisk and just kind of start whisking it, just to kind of get some of the clumps out, because it's still a little clumpy. We're about 14 minutes right now. I think this will get everything nice and smooth. So let me continue that. So I'm pretty happy with that. Everything's nice and well blended. Been about 15 minutes, going on 16. So I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to pour this in my things right there. And I'm actually go ahead and do it with my my big ladle here. I think that'll be easy to work with, I think. Like I said, I'm just going up to that 1-inch mark. Almost there. Probably one more scoop. I'm good with that. Now we'll pour the rest of them in this one. And I'm gonna go ahead and pour this one. All right, so I got everything poured in. You can see my line right there. So that's at the 1-inch mark. And this one here was just shy of the line, but I think it'll be okay. Like I said, that's almost 1 inch thick. I mean, that's how thick my neighbor said to put them, 1 inch. So this original recipe, if you would have followed it with adding the pecans and everything, for the whole recipe, a 16 by 10 pan, and it would have made about 1 inch in that. That's why I used these. I did half the recipe and there was no pecans in it. So that's why I did it this way. When I put the recipe, I'll put it for the full amount, and then I'll put it for the half, like what I did without the pecans. And I went ahead and marked a couple lines in the center. So that's the halfway mark, and that's where I'm gonna mark it at. I'm gonna just kind of mark it freehand, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get them all chopped up kind of evenly, and then I'll show you what it looks like. I'm gonna put them on a plate. So let me get that done. So here's my other one, and I'm gonna cut these small. I just wanted to show you how they came out the pan. Boy, that's some good looking fudge, I must say. I can't wait to try that. I'm gonna cut them small, I think. I actually might cut these in half. I think that'll be a good little bite-sized pieces of fudge. So let me get all that done, and I'm gonna get it plated up. Well, there's all the chocolate cut up, and my plate is it's an oval plate. It's a platter. It's about 10.5 by 12, and that's how much chocolate you get. Quite a bit, considering you know, that's made from basically half a pound of silver bells, and that's how much chocolate you can get from them once you add a little bit of sugar to it, and some marshmallow cream and a few other things. And I gave one of them a taste, and they are very tasty. Get you a good one to look at. You can see the inside of it. Like I said, these are pretty much cool now, so that's how it looks. And yeah, they're very good. I tried one. I'll bite into one that you can see kind of what the See, it didn't turn to sugar is basically what I'm trying to show. I mean, it's a very good fudge, I must say. So yeah, this will be my new fudge recipe. Ain't got to use no candy thermometer or hard stage or soft stage or all that bull. Just the first part of the recipe, just bring those ingredients up to a boil for 10 minutes and add the rest of the stuff till it's well incorporated. I want to say I did an extra 6 minutes, so 16 minutes total, and spoon it out in a greased pan, and that's what you get. I'll probably do a batch later on with some pecans, however you want to call it. But yeah, very good fudge. Melt in your mouth. Well, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed my video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. Thanks.